What's up everyone? Ronnie here. If you make video content and you've ever felt overwhelmed by turning one long podcast, interview, or live stream into a stack of shorts, reels, and TikToks, stick around. And today I want to walk you through how I repurpose long-form videos into consistent, high-performing short clips using Vizard, and why it's quickly become my go-to alongside tools like Canva. I've split this into 4 easy parts so you can follow along. First, picking your target formats and starting a project. Second, where to get or upload the footage. Third, the actual editing and the AI tricks that save time. And finally, scheduling and publishing so your clips actually reach people without you babysitting every post. By the end, you'll feel confident enough to turn a single long episode into a week's worth of content. Let's dive in. Before you touch any clips, decide where these shorts will live. Each platform has native dimensions and audience expectations, so naming that up front helps the AI optimize cuts and aspect ratios. In Vizard, you pick the format. Vertical 9:16 for TikTok while Reels, 1.1 for Instagram feed, horizontal for YouTube. And the platform goal helps the system prioritize hooks and pacing. If you're used to Canva, you know how easy their template tiles are for different formats. Vizard does a similar job but with a twist. Instead of scrolling 8,000 templates, you tell it the input video, a full podcast, webinar, tutorial, whatever, and it will scan for moments that match short-form behaviors. Laughter, topic shifts, emphatic statements, audience reactions, the things that perform. No endless template sifting required. There are basically 3 ways to get footage into your repurposing workflow. Upload your own long-form master, pull from cloud storage, or use stock clips for bumpers and transitions. Uploading is straightforward. Grab the MP4 from your camera or Zoom, drag it into Vizard, and it'll ingest fast. If your files live in Google Drive, Dropbox, or other cloud storage, connect them once, and Vizard will fetch content directly. And the same convenience you expect from modern tools. If you don't have a long-form master and you're building from scratch, stock footage and short B-roll are useful. Canva has a ton of video assets and music, but a lot of the best clips and tracks are gated behind pro subscriptions. That's fine if you already use Canva for thumbnails and designs. But when your focus is content velocity, Vizard's workflow removes the friction of swapping dozens of templates. It stitches and timestamps clips for you. One more tip, record directly in-platform when you can. Some creators like recording a quick intro or additional commentary in Vizard before the AI starts clipping, and that keeps everything neatly in one project. This is the part where many creators spend hours manually chopping clips. Traditional editors, and Canva to a degree, let you trim, split, add filters, and animate elements, which is great. But the manual slice and dice approach doesn't scale when you have a backlog of long videos. Vizard's headline feature is auto-editing viral clips. Feed it your long video, and it will surface dozens of candidate clips prioritized for shareability. High-energy moments, clear sound bites, or concise explanations. It even ranks them by estimated virality, so you can pick the top 10, or let the system batch export all A clips. Think of it like having an assistant that highlights the emotional spikes and clear takeaways. Once clips are generated, you still keep control. You can open any candidate to fine-tune with a friendly timeline UI, trim the start to end, split the clip, add captions, reposition overlays, or apply a simple filter. Vizard auto-generates captions too. Super handy, since short-form platforms are mostly watched muted. Captions are editable, which matters because AI isn't perfect and sometimes mishears jargon or names. There's also element timing. You can decide exactly when a headline, sticker, or CTA appears on screen. That's crucial for pacing. Have the hook pop at 0.1s, drop the caption at 0.7s, and introduce a CTA in the last second. A lot of Canva's magic lives in templates and manual element animation. Vizard combines that with automated clip selection so you're animation light but conversion heavy. Quick splitting using keyboard shortcuts makes the process much faster. You can utilize the snap to grid feature for perfectly framing subjects in vertical crops. Applying filters and simple color adjustments helps maintain consistent branding across your clips. You have the option to replace the background or add a branded bumper to unify the look across all your content. Canva is excellent for design-first assets and adding polished motion graphics. But if your main goal is to repurpose 90-minute episodes into dozens of bite-sized clips quickly, a dedicated repurposing AI like Vizard saves hours. Canva still wins for templates, fine graphic work, and multi-purpose design, so use both depending on the job. This is where Vizard automates your content engine. The auto-schedule feature is brilliant. Set the posting frequency and the platforms you want, and Vizard queues clips across your accounts. You can let it auto-publish at optimized times or handpick slots if you prefer a more curated calendar. The content calendar is the central nervous system. It shows what's planned, what's published, and where. Drag and drop to reschedule, tweak captions, or pause posts. That single-pane view beats juggling multiple spreadsheets and social native schedulers. Direct posting integrations mean you don't need third-party tools to push clips to TikTok, Instagram, business profiles, YouTube, or LinkedIn. Just be mindful. Some social platforms require business accounts or additional connection steps, same as other platforms like Canva's native posts. The speed advantage means you go from one long video to dozens of optimized clips without multi-hour editing for each one. Consistency. Same hooks, captions, and branded overlays across a batch make your feed look intentional. Volume. More posts equals more chances to hit algorithmic streaks. Canva, amazing for design-heavy posts, thumbnails, and one-off edits. But its video workflow is still manual in many ways. Lots of templates and manual replacements, and some advanced features are pro-only. If you're balancing design work with repurposing a steady stream of long videos, pairing Canva for thumbnails, end cards, and complex motion with Vizard for bulk clip extraction and scheduling is a smart combo. Traditional NLEs, Premiere, Final Cut, unbeatable for fine control, color grading, and multi-track editing. But they're overkill if your goal is volume and speed. You'll spend 10 times longer producing the same number of clips. Smaller clip tools. Some apps promise auto-clipping, but only grab short, loud moments and miss context. Vizard's ranking helps prioritize clips that both hook and deliver value, not just noise. When you're satisfied with a batch, export options are simple. MP4s optimized per platform. Or use the scheduler to push and forget. If you need to hand files off to a teammate or upload to another tool, Vizard keeps everything organized, so you can download single clips, bulk zips, or share a watch link for approvals. So there you go, a practical workflow to convert one long recording into a stream of compelling short videos using Vizard. Start by picking your target platforms, upload the master file, or hook up your cloud. Let the AI surface the best moments, tweak the edits with captions and timing, and then schedule everything via the content calendar. Pair Vizard with design-first tools like Canva when you want extra polish on thumbnails or branded overlays. But if your priority is velocity and consistent posting, Vizard dramatically reduces the time from episode to published clip. If you found this helpful, drop a comment. Tell me what long-form content you're sitting on. And if you want, I can walk through a real example next. Feed me a podcast episode, and I'll show exactly what clips Vizard would pull and how I'd schedule them for a week of posts. All right, now go turn that one long video into a content machine.